What's poppin', y'all? We back like always. It's your boys. This one's gonna be a little bit different for y'all, though.
It's your boy Marco.
It's been that boy Tech, like always.
We got some special guests today. I'm not gonna call them celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
That's hate. That's hate.
What did you say? What did you show me that I was on?
We'll get to that.
Rap radar?
We'll get to that. Look at this guy. Well, we got the guys here, Bakari and Jhouls. Say what's up to the cams. What's up?
Alright. We got fries. Alright.
Mickey D sponsors. Y'all know we've been talking about y'all forever.
Jesus Christ.
Hit us up.
It's crazy that we always talk
about Mickey D's. Always.
They've been holding it down since like.
They fell off track for a minute until they came back with that $5 meal. Now they back with it. Now they back with it.
I had that the other day.
That $5 meal, bro, it's a combo. It's a perfect combo.
And I was not too
You
happy
gave
about
us
it.
so many fries. I'm just gonna let
Yo, what's the
Damn,
deal?
what happened?
We ordered one.
And the bitches look disgusting.
Yeah, they look like they're the same.
They said, look, we tried to get rid of these.
Bitches are wet. They look sad. They look like like the willow trees.
Just soggy and weeping over.
Yeah.
So there was a
They
fry
look
in there. There was a
disgusting.
fry.
I got a small fry too. That's what's great. Yeah.
Did I give you that already?
Nigga, you see what's up.
What's the deal?
What's up?
Y'all niggas love fries.
Okay, so I have this talent where
Oh,
I
here we go. This nigga keeps calling it a talent.
movies and actors.
He keep calling it a talent. It's not a fucking talent.
But my original career path.
Jeopardy ass.
My original career path was film. So
Fire.
yeah.
Go on Jeopardy.
Fire.
That'll tell me if it's a talent.
I thought I was pretty good at Jeopardy
I'm
until
fire
you
at Jeopardy.
see the people who are like
On Jeopardy?
and then the crazy heads about it too. Like, come on now,
Ridiculous.
come on now.
That's like a whole culture.
Yeah, definitely.
But
They be a mark
Okay,
for
what
that
was
shit.
better, Jeopardy or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was
Jeopardy.
funner to watch, but Jeopardy is
That shit
like,
was intense, boy.
yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm gonna get this answer wrong.
Yeah. Jeopardy's that shit. You can't beat Jeopardy. That's like one of the best.
Only thing I know about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is Slumdog Millionaire.
that has nothing to do with it.
I hate this.
It's a big part of the plot, right?
They were in the movie though.
They were.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, that's crazy.
Y'all never seen Slumdog?
Nigga.
No, I don't think I've ever seen
Man, nigga, I
that.
only seen like 30 minutes of that shit. I seen that shit. There was nothing but brown in that movie. There was nothing but brown. Everything. No, I mean like
camera was
the color.
brown.
Oh, the
Yeah.
color.
The whole movie was just. It was just dull. It looked like khaki
Like
pants.
just the whole time. Yeah, the camo the whole
The
time.
whole movie looked like khaki pants, nigga. But, I want to ask y'all. Let me get in my interviewer mode real quick. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. You over here looking like Tyrese. Beautiful, beautiful by the way. Beautiful by the way.
Fast and Furious Tyrese
Beautiful chocolate.
or Singer Tyrese?
No,
Transform.
right when he was introduced though, in The Fast and Furious, in that little
I'm
dirt,
just debating
little
if I
dirt
wanna be
ball.
2000
offended
watts
or not.
Tyrese or
Huh?
Oh my god.
If that's 2001, we
You're
gotta
talking about
get,
the Coca-Cola commercial time.
we gotta get
Yeah.
this nigga a fedora.
Yeah, definitely.
He gotta stop wearing fedoras.
We should reshoot that commercial.
How wasn't that nigga in high school?
You know, the
doing
city
that?
bus.
Like it was like maybe 20. Maybe 20.
I always joke on him. I got one for him though. He looked like Usher lighted up.
Oh.
Or actually, he looks like our dad's from 101.
Arnett for sure.
From that.
Arnett for sure.
When he was living in the fucking ceiling of the school. That was a good ass movie.
Caleb Pratt, bro.
I've done some things for myself to her.
Oh my god.
101 her or
Proud family.
Proud family.
Yeah, for sure.
so you've done things to her.
Like
Proud
the Proud Family movie with the peanut.
Zoe was throwing that ass.
Zoe was throwing that shit.
She was throwing that ass. Did you know?
She was killing that. What?
Is she not Bobby Alpha?
Ooh. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Good take. Good take.
I feel like at first though Bobby was trying to use the culture, but I feel like now she's trying to
Because she went through
trying to
it.
adapt with it.
Let me explain to you what
Yeah.
happened. She stopped potting for a little bit. she went through a depression on us seeing through what the fuck she had going on.
Exactly.
So then she had to it's like with
She had no
Tupac.
choice.
He had to become what he was.
Part of the
So
culture.
she had to surround herself with the culture.
Yep.
Her culture was Ari the Don, Sukihana.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to adapt.
That's the culture.
That's her culture now.
Yeah.
Who is she around? That
Weird cut.
Ari
She
Foot.
fucked that?
I mean, yeah.
She fucked Drake?
yes.
I mean, yeah.
And here's why. Drake said, "I don't like what you did with your lips. I don't like what you did with your looks." What did Bobby do with her lips? What did Bobby do with her lips? Now she's divorced.
Bobby, she looked like an Italian woman now. And I don't know
But
how.
you know what's crazy?
Slightly.
She's diving into the fact that she's Hispanic, which she is. No.
I don't want to
is she
hear.
really?
No.
Her mom's Mexican.
I'm tired of shit like that.
Her mom's Mexican.
That might change some things
Okay,
a little bit.
that
I'm not gonna
might
lie.
be different.
That might change some things.
That
Her
might be
sister
different
looks
for me.
more Hispanic than she does.
That girl.
She just took the white
That
jeans.
girl
That's
was
all
white,
it was.
too.
That's all it was.
But hear me
What
out.
are we calling Hispanic now?
But they got the white Mexicans. We were just talking
Their
about
last,
this, like last episode.
their last
I know
names are
that.
Alvarez.
Blonde hair, blue eye.
Yeah.
Are a real thing. Yeah.
Bobby Alvarez. No, I know a white girl who's fully.
Full.
But she
Yeah.
is. She look white as fuck.
Yeah.
But she can speak the Spanish shit. You think Bobby Altoff?
No,
or what-
not a
You
lick.
think Bobby sounds good speaking Spanish?
Not a lick.
Could you picture her speaking fluent Spanish?
It would bother me. I'd be
Hey,
upset.
I'm a-
Gracias.
Oh my god. It would bother me for sure, but you know, that's how the cookie
I
crumbles.
feel like she's good at speaking Ebonics before she's spoken.
Spanish. Yeah, that's probably.
So-
I don't see gutter bunny Bobby. I don't see that. It's not,
Gutter?
Butter, butter.
you know what a gutter
That's
bunny
a fire name.
Like a hood white bitch?
Yeah.
Can we bleep names out? Because I almost said a name.
Ah! You can leave names
Yeah,
out.
we can.
But we know what you're talking about. She's tied on her
Okay.
face.
The thems of
We
it.
know.
Oh, bleep that
Oh,
shit out.
shit.
Y'all can't. Y'all bleep it out. I'll edit.
I'm editing into the door. I got
Oh, shit.
I'm in some deep doo doo right now.
Ah, man.
There you are.
Y'all can leave that
TV.
Keep it in. It's insane.
To a bunch of niggas.
He said leave it in when it has nothing to
He's
do
not
with
trying
him.
to
You're mad.
I be catching him too over here.
Oh,
Tell us
every
about
time.
You worried about it. But tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Tell our
I'm a
people.
cisgendered white male. I'm gonna start by saying that.
That's what you identify by.
Hey, can't nobody say nothing to you if you didn't.
They colonized me when I was 3.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of like
so you are adopted from Nigeria.
That's what we were talking about. Did you just say that?
I'm just-
This nigga said.
I was asking
I
questions.
always
He said, "What African are you?" I was like,
say
"Nigga, I will
Zimbabwe
kill you."
or Somalian.
Well, you both obviously have a musical background. You guys look like you're a group. You know, you guys look like you're
Fit the
you
vibe.
guys fit the vibe of
Yeah,
the
for
group.
sure.
But where did y'all music inspiration start from?
My grandparents.
What were they into, like jazz and stuff
No.
like that? Instruments?
Sam Cooke and all them.
Okay.
The oldies but the goodies. We used to listen to what the fuck. I used to hate when it was like, here's some real oldies but the goodies. I was like, what the fuck?
That
is this?
shit-
But I loved it. I hated that. I loved it.
I used to love waking up 3 in the morning and that shit with the CD, you know what I'm saying, and all
You
that.
talking about-
And if you
Yeah.
order now, you get.
Get-
I'm like, oh
Come on,
shit.
The additional set for
That shit.
Michael.
I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like that. I mean, because look at it now. I mean, everything recycles. We'll look at music now. They're all going back.
and sampling and using all
You
the
remember
old
the
stuff.
point in
Oh, yeah.
time where fucking the drill rappers were fucking turning like
Oh, they were
all the
using-
old.
They were
fucking
using
songs.
classicals.
Using all
Classicals,
the
which
old
is
shit
crazy.
and just flipping them.
What's,
So
what's crazy is all the music from like the 70s and 60s was done trying to make it sound as modern as they could.
Yeah.
And if you listen to some of the stereo mixes, that shit is ass. The drums are all the way to the left. Fucking bass is on
but
the
you
right
could
side.
but you could hear it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the
Yeah.
authenticity for the time,
Definitely getting that feel
which
for
they
it.
didn't know that's what it was
Mhm.
making it hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's why, like, with sampling, like you said that you do, I feel like the farther you go, the more you can get because the more of
there's so much range too. Oh yeah.
The more of the range you get from the track or the sample. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, the drums over here, you hear the saxophone over here. But I don't know, I feel like that shit's dope. When did you start making beats and shit? Or
I started making beats when I was 18, like summer after I graduated high school. I got FL. My dad got me a pawn shop laptop, like an HP or some shit with like cracked FL on it. So I started making shit.
Start making beats on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when that shit came out, man.
FL, the original Fruity Loops.
Niggas were hating on that shit
For a long time. They
let's
still hate on that
hate.
now.
You could make some good shit on GarageBand and watch your fucking mouth. We all came from GarageBand, right? We all came. We saw that little piano first. Right? You all see that piano? That shit was fire.
Shit.
My bad.
Change that shit
You
up.
had it back at home. That
Hey.
shit was on your computer.
Yep.
Call it Steve Lacy. That's funny.
He's the champion of GarageBand. I did this on my phone. I still do.
That nigga had a TED talk about it.
No, he doesn't.
Well,
I'm not saying the TED talk. I'm saying he said he still does. No, he does not fucking use
That
it.
nigga's on Mac in a way.
That nigga is.
Not now.
I wish
No,
I
Pro
knew.
Tools
I
now.
wish I knew. You're not getting that
That's
out
Pro
GarageBand.
Tools, that's what that
I'm
is.
sorry.
it's crazy because Steve Lacy used to be like, people think that he just came out and shit, and I'm just like, his earlier music is really cool.
He's been around since
Are you
like,
saying
Odd
his
Future.
earlier music with or without?
I'd say without, like you said,
Yeah.
just like the outsider
As
of
an
our
Odd
future,
Future,
like the outsider of our future, but also people knowing like, oh, that dude makes music too. But then it's just like, oh, that's Steve Lacy, but not knowing that's Steve Lacy.
Not having-
Like,
Not having
Just
the
Lacy
pop,
title.
but the indie motherfuckers knew who the fuck he was, type shit.
I mean, he even like joined the internet through hanging out around.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like
How do you
that
feel
band
about
is
Sid?
that band is fire though. That
Amazing
that
artist.
band is fire.
Steve Lacy.
Everybody,
Sid's an amazing artist.
I just didn't like
even
it.
if people
I
on
didn't
the
like that
instruments-
she was singing to the women that I was singing to. That pissed me off. Bro. I was upset.
Their second
Let
album.
me tell you something. Hold on. You think you and Sid
Have the same competition.
have the same competition? For one, I don't
And
know.
I
If,
hate
I don't know if I
the
was
music
bigging you up or this. I don't know. I don't know. that.
so I just had to agree. Yeah,
I don't know. But you think that
Repeating it is wild.
she's not a looker, but like she has what the kids would say now, aura. But what we would say aesthetic.
Hear me when I say this.
Yeah.
As a woman, she does great in the man department.
As far as looks and stuff like that, 100, yeah.
Who does better? Her or Queen Latifah when she was like that?
I almost got up and walked the fuck out. First off,
With the cornrows?
Queen Latifah's
In the overalls,
see, y'all going with too much. She don't do that. She just wear baggy fucking clothes and got that dirt ass Roscoe Dash hair.
okay.
What's underneath all that?
oof,
I don't think she
Hey.
has any ass. I think she
I
has
think
some
it's
nice
that.
hair titties.
you're
I
crazy.
think Travis Scott.
What you got?
She's swinging on both sides, I can guarantee you.
I don't
On both sides, I can guarantee
know.
you.
No
I
fucking
can
way,
guarantee
bro.
you. Thinking about Cobalt.
Especially during the UNITY shit.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Oh, we're talking Queen Latifah.
Mm.
I thought we were talking Sid.
Ah.
I pointed at Travis.
Oh, that's all I was just
Hilarious,
saying.
yeah.
That's why I looked
Yeah.
at you like she definitely built like that.
Yeah. That's about right.
She
That's
definitely
about
Queen
right.
Latifah. Nigga, you seen her in Poetic Justice?
Alright.
Help it.
You seen her bringing down the house?
Oh, my goodness.
She was bringing down the house.
Oh, my. That's probably the best Queen Latifah, to be honest with you. That might be the best one, to be honest.
This would look like
That
the
nigga
thing
said you got a ride when she bucked.
She was.
Oh my god,
You thought
that was nuts.
you
Yeah.
thought he knew what to do with?
No, ain't no way.
That was a crazy
Steve Martin?
pull.
Hell
Steve
no.
Hey yo,
Hell no.
this nigga said
Hell no.
his name on the podcast like
A couple times,
A
bro. I
couple
fuck with Steve
times.
Martin. Yo, that's my
I said
guy.
the Pink Panther. He said don't ever.
Don't. That's that movie. Don't.
That's
Don't
so Pink
I
do
know him
that.
from like Cheaper by the Dozen.
Fire movie too.
That shit was fire, dude.
Who's the biggest child star from Cheaper by the Dozen to keep going?
The nigga from Smallville or Taylor Lautner.
Was that Hillary Duff in there?
I was about to say.
Oh, she just got ass now.
What was the girl?
Goddamn.
She just got a whole lot of ass now.
But the older sister? Oh my god, dog.
That's
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know, but I know. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't she play Electra? Who played Electra? Ain't that Electra?
No, that was
Damn, am I tweaking? Jessica Alba? No.
she was in Juno.
That's you thinking of
Jessica Biel.
Jessica.
That's not Jessica Biel.
No, it's not.
The sister.
I thought
you
it
wanted
was.
to agree with
I was like, no.
I'm trying to go through my whole white woman Rolodex.
Damn, who played Electra?
That's not the same person
I
that's
know.
in that movie.
That's
No,
that's the lady from 13 going on 30.
that bitch was bad too.
Which is
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
my
yeah.
shit.
I hate how
Classic.
much,
Kate Beckinsale.
bro. What's that nigga's name?
No.
She has some ears on her, but yeah.
Mark, yeah.
I hated everything about him becoming the Hulk. I hated everything.
Why is that?
It's just like what?
You thought
The original Hulk, bro?
Eddie Norton?
Yes, bro. He was the best. What?
Eric Bana's the original Hulk.
Who?
Eric Bana.
I'm talking about.
From like the
That's
old-
classic.
Hank-
That's classic. And
He
he played a good role in
shit,
that.
Adam.
Yeah.
That's like Lou Ferrigno and shit.
I mean though.
The
That's
accent,
like-
bro,
I
the
mean,
That's
The
like
accent,
that's
bro.
like
Yo.
Lou Ferrigno.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
I really
He just
would
bust
not-
out the shirt like yeah.
And then the stop motion, the slow motion when they pan.
Oh my god.
It was disgusting. And then the hair.
It's classic, bro. It's fucking classic, bro. And you watch that shit, you're like,
Okay.
throwback.
Oh, you're like, ugh. throwback.
Someone wanted to fight me the other day because I said I like the old Godzilla movies.
Oh,
Which ones?
The original.
He
he watched the ones
Those
that
movies are
used-
great.
The puppets.
No, he's
The
talking about
old,
like
the
he's
black
talking about
and
like
white
the
ones.
40s and 50s ones. Those ones are really fucking
The
good.
audio makes me not want to
The
watch.
audio is
But that's
really
all-
bad.
That's
The
all it
audio
was.
is really bad, but the visual is so and the story is so good.
The whole
You
everything
talking
about it.
about the ones with the puppets?
Yeah.
That's all that's.
When I was
The music
5,
was
I
all
was
that it was.
In the building I stayed at, I was being babysit by somebody who like they had like the whole collection.
Oh, that's
that
your
was
trauma
me. That
box.
was me as a
It's not a
kid.
trauma.
Yes,
no,
it
I
is.
wanted to. I was looking forward to watching.
Niggas was like, you sit here and you watch this. That
You
nigga-
don't fucking watch Godzilla.
Subtitles.
Sit down. Sit down, motherfucker.
Got hypnotized into liking Godzilla his whole life.
Hey, when you gonna smoke, you gonna watch this shit.
Godzilla.
Somehow, some way, they were Asian. Who did this to you?
Nah, they were.
You can
White.
pass this Filipino.
They were white.
It was Massachusetts. They were definitely white.
Oh wow.
You can definitely pass this Filipino.
His baby's Asian.
I've seen it. Not yet.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, stop.
You-
Don't
hey.
do that because I ain't mean to say that. But
You were right. I say, let me hold it. I sit there. All right, I'll be back next week.
that was. I do that with my nephews. Pick them up and then.
Alright, Shell.
See
I'm good.
All right.
This is.
I came to pick up my son.
Yeah.
I will say one thing.
This is curing my ADHD. I didn't know how. I don't know if I'm capable of being structured conversations. So the fact that we're allowed to bounce all over the place,
Oh, this is what we do.
curing my ADHD. Because I watch podcasts and like comedians are the ones I'm watching. But I don't necessarily like the normal, I guess like information based podcast. Be all cut and dry. Like
Super,
okay,
super.
we got this question. You answer like this, and you tell us exactly. So I was like, I don't know.
There's
what
too
we're
many
going
out
to.
there to be watching shit like that.
I watch
There's
all
so
of them.
many,
I'll be doing homework. That's how I see it. And then I go write in my notes like, oh, I'm going to be on this podcast. This one I'm going to answer with this, because they all have like reoccurring segments and shit like that.
Yeah, no. It's definitely nice because I think we
I
also
like that I can't see your eyes, but I can see your eyes.
Yeah.
It bothers me too. I tell
I
you.
always got glasses on somewhere. You know
I had to take mine off because you were wearing. Okay, there we go.
Little peek.
I'm over here high.
Hey, here you go.
But let's get into some music stuff,
Yeah,
man.
music.
Yeah, definitely.
Music. What do you guys drop a lot? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear some stuff.
Apparently not enough.
Apparently not enough.
That was
I
dope.
did gas you up with the rap radar thing. I did gas you up because I randomly seen it. Which I'm ready for you to be like that as well. I want you to be on the verses going against Timberland? You think you could beat Timberland in a versus?
Timbaland doesn't even make his own beats.
Oh shit! Shots.
He's
Those are
always
shots.
got somebody in the.
Yeah, he has like mad producers that he works with.
Yeah.
That nigga made.
He tells him
Hey,
what to do. He's like, yeah,
you
like,
asked him this question, and that nigga said, "Oh, this."
Right.
he
Fuck
doesn't.
that nigga.
Look, hey,
Oh, he's-
I love Timbaland. I read that nigga's autobiography. That was like him and RZA are probably my top favorite producers. Top two.
That's underrated.
I'll have to go.
Just
with
like you
Salam.
said the other day, though, when that
That's
nigga lost
underrated.
that shit in that flood,
That shit went to shit, boy.
that
Hey,
shit
I'll
went
admit
to shit.
nah.
That shit went to shit.
How are you gonna make 36 Chambers? What is it? Only Do It for Cuban Links, Liquid Swords, and then make everything else that you did after that? How do you lose it? That's what I want to know. Like, what is
I don't-
it? You know what I think? I think he was when he so apparently when he did 36 Chambers, he was sober the whole time because he was on probation. So I'm like, okay, it's not drugs. Maybe it's the self-enlightenment shit.
I don't know.
The spiritual.
Kind of blocks him from able to try other things.
Yeah, after around the time he liquid swords, nigga became a vegan. Maybe he started eating meat. I don't know what
Nigga,
it
the
is.
meat's not. He
5 years
got no
of
nutrients to write some raps.
5 years of your life.
Oh.
5 years of your life, just work with me.
He was so bro. That oh my god, the actor was phenomenal, but I was so mad.
Casting
I was like,
the
you're
casting
bored.
was
The
great.
rhythm.
The casting was dope. I don't like how Joey Badass is just like, yeah, I like rapping too, but I'm gonna do things that involve me to rap, but I'm not gonna push it out. I ain't gonna push it out.
I
for you.
fuck with Joey heavily, so.
Duh, but I'm just like,
Bro, I'm just mad that he
oh,
like. I
Why
understand
not
not being able to do that
you
and
mad
power
because
at
you
the
sort
same
of look
time.
like him?
No,
What is
I have my own opinion on Joe.
What's
He doesn't. He
We
doesn't-
know the All-American Badass
Oh,
was
it's here.
okay. It didn't age well. We know.
I just said that. I just said
I'm
that.
gonna let y'all know right now. He doesn't listen to real rap. He's never listened to Joey Badass album in his life.
So dumb as fuck. I don't like Joey because it's not okay. I won't say I don't
Before
like
the Money is his best work. That's all I got.
I came across
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky before I came across Joey Badass, so I can unsee the similarities.
Like the fashion, the.
And that's what I mean when I tell you this nigga's never listened to
I
music.
have literally never put them two in the same context in my entire life.
It's because the
Now
niggas are
take them
both
out.
from New York.
Take them out the same context.
I would put Flatbush Zombies with Joey before I would.
I mean, they're both. I mean,
He's
from the
from-
same
he's
area.
from-
They're from the same area, so they're gonna be a little bit more inspired by sound and everything.
But okay, so when I was heavy into,
They don't even-
hey,
They don't even rap,
It's
bro.
the-
That shit is so disheartening, bro. It makes me sick to my stomach.
when I tell you,
Oh my god.
I was so heavy into Joey. Alright, fucking see, y'all got me fucked up now. I was so heavy into ASAP Rocky based on his style, the way he carried himself, the way he talked about women, but women still wanted this. I'm like, oh, I'm literally taking notes.
Okay.
And then Joey Badass out of nowhere just, I was like, who's this ASAP Rocky wannabe ass thing? Not because of his sound or style,
No.
but because of the aura that comes. I'm doing fashion
I
now.
understand.
I'm outside of music. I'm doing this, and the look. I was like, no.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So I was closed-minded. That's my honesty. Honest truth.
He wasn't around for
Very
waves in
close.
1999. That's what I was like. He doesn't even know.
The rejects 1, 2.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't.
If Capital Steez did not kill himself
I'm telling you,
with a crazy statement at the record label, just jumped off the record label fucking building.
They called that man Splat. Who was the beef with when he
Troy F.
and he called him Splat Man?
Yeah. Fuck
When
Troy
I
F.
heard that, I said,
All right,
Fuck Troy F.
Yeah.
What he do now?
fuck Troy
What
Ave.
he do now?
Fuck Troy Ave. Nigga can rap. Fuck Troy Ave. Fuck him.
"Oh my." Alright. Hey, check every camera. You gotta get every.
Yeah. Make sure you.
I don't know. I don't listen to Troy Ave at all, but the shit I hear for a New York nigga, I'd rather not.
Barring up.
I'd rather not have all like the New York niggas, because his shit would be on like 2017 type shit. That's when drill was alive in New York. I don't want all my New York niggas sounding like fucking what's his fucking name?
Fabio.
Jesus.
I already knew who you're talking about. I already knew who you're talking about.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And the drill rappers are letting drill go.
Yeah.
Why can't he? You're
Niggas
trying to
moving
make
over into like Jersey clubs.
You're trying to
and
make
shit
sex drill songs. It doesn't make sense to me.
It's not really a fuckable BPM.
That's too. Yeah.
Unless you're on like Molly or cocaine.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
They were talking about this on
This
Joe
nigga
Budden
said
shit.
a
They were talking about
fuckable
fucking
BPM.
like you. They ain't got no songs in there you can fuck to. Are we still
Drill music?
Are we still fucking the music?
Yes, you said this the other time.
You don't?
I do.
I don't know the last time I have.
I think I do almost. I think
I
my thing is
understand why you
my
do.
thing is I have music
What do
playing
you
almost
mean?
all the time, so that's my thing. Even when I'm not like setting up like, hey, I'm about to play this.
I understand what you mean.
What do you mean by that? I don't like how you said it.
You seem like someone.
This nigga, wait. I just want context to this. This nigga went out of his way to say, I understand why you don't, and then looked at y'all like he didn't say that. So, what do you mean by that? Let's elaborate.
Like, okay, so he said he doesn't fuck music. I'm like, okay, that's.
I don't anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah, I used
So
to.
why did you stop?
You
We're
just
not-
told
we're
me you
not
knew why I
18,
don't.
Well,
I want to hear
you
why.
said you didn't say that you used to, so now I'm taking it back. I want to know.
I started with I don't anymore.
Well,
That nigga played all the Usher. he
something
fucked
tells
with.
me you're like a, I don't know, like a type. What kind of
Oh, fuck that narrative, nigga. Oh,
It's not even a narrative.
It's reality.
no, obviously, but it's just like you was about to say. In what situation besides Shorty coming to your crib, you going to Shorty crib, and it's like a thing? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going over there for a couple hours. If I hit you up, or you hit me up, 2, 3 a.m., 1 a.m., and you got some damn Donnell Jones on, what are we doing?
What's the issue?
I'm gonna rush you for about 13 minutes.
You can do the
and
same thing.
and I'm done.
Do the same thing.
Okay, let me tell you.
13 minutes?
Let me tell you something.
That's what I'm
It's a
saying.
joke.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a joke.
I think it's
Donnell Jones is crazy. I wouldn't.
Let
What
me
I'm
tell
saying,
you.
just like
Yeah, that's like you're trying to make love.
Older
Donald
women,
not
Jones
even-
is like,
I don't mean that. I'm just like just music playing. Like I don't need that, shorty.
Yeah.
Come on.
There was an older woman that she said, come in. No, she gave me direction. She said, park your car here. Come upstairs. Don't make too much noise on the way up the stairs. They squeak a little. I'm like, oh shit, like this is a whole roadmap. So it was kind of like fun. Like, like making sure I'm checking everything.
Levels and shit like that.
I get in the room. Untitled by D'Angelo is playing.
Oh my God! Leave.
No, before I
Leave.
finish.
I understand this.
It is a
Okay.
white woman.
And
Before I finish.
How old was she?
39.
Get the fuck up out of here.
What's your oldest?
Oh.
39.
Let him finish this story.
How old are you?
22.
Alright, I got something for you. Go.
I walk in there. I was like, no way. I knew what I'm walking into. I knew the person I'm walking into. So for her to be playing that, laying on the bed like this, did you lock the door? I sat there. No, did you lock the door? Took me
Hey.
out. I tried not to laugh, but then she was like, okay, grab
Hey.
that off that dresser.
Ain't nothing funnier than a horny.
Older white woman is so
Horny.
funny.
Ain't nothing
It's so
funnier
great.
than that.
When they
And then
take
when they
command
try to-
That's
so quick,
so
yo,
funny.
it's
When they tell you what to do, no, not like that. You're not doing
Yeah.
it. Speed it up. Like they will
But
direct
you could do all that. They could do all that, and you could just be like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut
I
up!
love that more.
Hey,
Than
hey.
yeah.
I fucking care about that shit."
When they
I ain't trying to hear all that.
the funny part is when they tell you you're not done yet. I was like,
Oh,
Your ass back here.
I guess I'm not.
hit you with the where you going? It's like, nope. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You got your jacket on.
Just the song choice. It was on it wasn't even on the speaker. It was on the TV. So you see the
Ooh,
Crazy.
See the-
music choice.
The music, man.
Music choice
Marco.
man.
And this nigga
She still
standing
got
there.
Infinity.
Music choice.
She's in the.
That
She's in the 4000s.
That nigga D'Angelo standing there, shirt off.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I can't not look.
Yeah.
It's the
But
cover.
like the V-line? The infamous V-line?
She
It's
on
me off. I
She
was
on
like, this is what the
MTV.
women
She
wanted.
on MTV too.
I was like, this is what the women wanted. This was their king. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
That shit was nasty.
Oh, yeah.
That video was gross.
Crazy. Crazy.
It made me upset because they were freaking out. Women were freaking out about. Oh my god.
Just God, that's some only like back then. That was acceptable, but like that's just like that gets
Like
done.
niggas would go up to that nigga and be
Yeah, you do your thing, bro.
right now. We would get what the fuck are you?
Who is this?
doing?
Yeah.
Lame ass,
Horrible ass
lame
nigga.
ass nigga.
Pinky ass nigga.
Pull your pants up, more nigga.
Is he dressed or is he naked ass?
What are you doing?
Took us down.
That'd be right.
We can't reach for the air
that
no
nigga
more.
had-
We can't, bro.
That's what R&B music
And
died.
then the
Beyond
braids-
R&B when niggas stop reaching
The
for
braids were so big.
They were napkin raids.
What? And it was.
It's like that
This
motherfucker.
big.
It's like the light skinned dude off that Medea movie.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
the,
Oh my
Thick
god.
ass
I'm
cornrows.
tired of this nigga,
Diary
bro.
of a Mad Black Woman.
why was he a mechanic?
Is it in every
Because
movie?
it has to be some nigga that don't get money.
Yeah. Nigga, he broke.
And mechanics get
They
money.
get money. I was gonna say they get paid.
Mechanics get
They
money.
get paid. What the fuck?
Why would-
Medea always has to. It's the bitch who's from, you know,
The suck.
she, you know,
She up
and
there.
then the nigga's just like, "Psh, I lost my mama, daddy gone. I'm working over at the church as a janitor.
Okay, so answer this: is Tyler with us or against us?
That nigga was with us when he was making them plays.
As long as he was with us.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
he wasn't getting,
They
he
were
wasn't
original.
getting the big dollars.
Nah.
And then when he made Diary of a Mad Black Woman,
Fire.
I can do bad all by myself.
I could
That
do
one,
fucking
no,
bad
I'm
by
traumatized
my
by
fucking
that.
self.
That
I
nigga
could
said,
do bad
no.
by myself.
That shit was traumatizing. The boyfriend trying to rape the girl.
Yeah.
The little kid said, "My bad." That shit fucked my
Oh!
head up. I was like,
Uh,
"My bad." I used to go. I was like, "Oh my god, bro." I used to be so sad for niggas, bro. I was like, "Is this how niggas live?" Like,
When
I
he
was,
made-
yeah. I had survivor's remorse, bro. Like, I made it out. These
Yeah.
niggas living like my bad. I can sleep down here.
crazy.
Oh my god, that shit was
That
depressing.
shit's funny. But when he made that shit, Family Reunion,
Yeah.
and then probably one after that.
Daddy's Girl was good.
The one with Bow Wow.
Byron.
Yeah, that was funny.
Rihanna did her role in that one. That was every black baby
Make
mama.
fun of that one all the time. I watch that anytime that is on TV. That one is funny.
That was
And then she did Witness
Brownies
Protection.
for my brownies? I was like, ain't
Witness protection.
Is that
When
the
it-
new
all
one?
right, so when it got to that
Shit's
point,
trash.
That shit was ass.
Yeah.
Get all that shit. Everything after that, get all that shit out.
Out of there.
Everything after that.
Maybe you can leave big things.
everything after that.
Okay, when you talk about Tyler
Girls,
Perry.
that's Tyler Perry.
when you talk about Tyler Perry,
Production.
do you say her or him?
You want to know something? I say both.
I say both, and I don't
I
notice
fuck
I'm
up.
saying both because Medea, I'm like she be on her shit
Yeah.
and blah blah blah.
Well,
I'm like,
talking
so
And then you're like
it's
Tyler Perry, and you're like, oh, that the guy. Yeah.
It's the bitch too.
Yeah,
he wrote
for sure.
himself.
She
so-
in there.
No, Medea is what
She
like
in there.
That's his persona, bro. It gotta be.
Medea is what made him like
Tyler Perry.
and real Tyler
Just
Perry
like that
for real. And
Sabina
so it's kind of
motherfucker.
hard to.
That shit in there.
Martin Lawrence walked so he could run.
I almost hit you.
Hilarious.
It's
Hey,
Eddie
hey,
Murphy
argue.
fucking
Hey,
crawled,
yeah,
so
so they
all
all-
those niggas
yeah,
can have
facts.
footwork.
Facts.
Yeah, right.
The one sketch.
And then, who did it before that? Nah, fuck that
Richard
nigga.
Pryor.
I was about to say, fuck
In
him.
what?
Mike Myers, nigga.
He put on a dress in something.
Yeah, he did in a movie. Yeah,
You know who wouldn't? Red Fox.
yeah, because that was a true.
With Paul Mooney.
Yeah, just for the funny.
And then
He
you
might have on
Paul-
Chappelle's
Paul
show.
and then
Mooney-
he would
Paul
just
Mooney
like calling people a hard R.
For sure.
You know
right
who's good?
afterwards. In the dress. In the dress, calling me in the dress, calling me a hard
You
R.
know who's good
100%.
on
That's
not
Paul
knowing
Mooney.
it?
I love him. He's a legend.
For whatever reason, Brandon T. Jackson. Like, who are you
No, he
to
did.
stand on not doing it?
He
Wait,
did.
what happened?
Yeah, he said he wasn't in
That nigga like father like son.
Hey, you
That
be,
nigga wore a
you be
dress
having
like-
some
But the
crazy
interview.
pulls. That's what I like
Yeah.
about
Big
you.
Mama's House 3, like father like
But the
son.
interview
That shit
said he
sucked.
wouldn't do it.
That was like the second, like Mike. You know what I'm saying?
He
had
Why are we making this?
He had more screen. Oh, that shit was dog shit.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
Kel Mitchell.
Okay,
Fucking
how
Kel
do you
Mitchell.
feel about the second
Dog
white man,
shit.
white man can't jump?
I didn't watch it.
Nah, I didn't watch it. Didn't waste my time on it.
They got
Did you watch it? Margo, say yes you
That-
did, please.
I did.
Save me, thank you. Why didn't you guys?
You wanna know
Because White
something?
Man Can't Jump is a fucking classic.
Yeah, I'm not watching
I'm
a
not-
30-year-old remake classic. I'm not doing that.
Was Jack Harlow's bitch better
think
than
about
You do look like Sydney though.
Hell yeah.
You do.
That nigga was in TV.
I'm not gonna say Wesley Snipes. 'Cause I'm
Wesley
trying to,
Snipes and
New Jackson?
I don't want to give him that much. You know
Wait.
what I'm saying?
Blade is wild. I was
Too much
Yeah.
power. I don't want to give him too much power. He was powerful in that movie. That nigga said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Yes, I am. That nigga killed his ass. I'm like, oh!
The movie has so many good like Dutch angle scenes.
You know who I get the most?
From that shit.
Tay Diggs in the Wood.
Mm,
I hate it.
mm.
I'm gonna make her booty.
Like, nigga, leave.
Do y'all remember when
They do like
slapping
rolling.
butts was the thing? Though?
Nigga,
Yeah,
why
oh,
was it
yeah,
not? Like, when,
definitely.
In sixth through 8th grade was when it was
I
okay.
was like, yeah.
And the girls would laugh.
Yeah.
Now, 9th
Yes,
grade,
yes.
Oh yeah, you're getting.
That's
good.
Canceled.
That's when
It's
niggas didn't
canceled.
have phones and you would have to pass notes and then the teacher grabbed it, she'll read them to the
And read it all in class.
And then you'd be like, yo, is it cool if I like,
You know, it's like for real though.
booty girl and then just pass it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's just like,
consent is wild.
I remember,
Dude, I got consent to
because I
tag
remember
that
back in the day, man, we was
You pass a note saying, "Can I grab that ass?"
we was doing some wild shit in the hallway. We was doing some wild shit like grabbing girl shirts down.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Shit was wild shit.
5th grade. I
Be
used to
be
sit in class.
smooth
I used to
Yeah.
sit in class.
with your hand on
On the seat. The girl would sit on the seat. Whole class. After the class, I'm like, this can't feel nothing.
Yeah,
But I have my hand on
and,
that.
and, and
Anytime
you
the
think,
teacher walked by,
and you're sitting there and you think that your hand is just moving.
Yeah, it's
fucking
not doing
not.
anything.
And I'm
You're
just
just
like
like
this
this.
the whole time.
You're just like this.
I'm yeah.
bricked
Demon.
up.
Oh,
Like
yes.
losing blood up here,
Yeah,
bricked
you
up.
can't
Like
think.
the whole
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
And she's just moving a little bit. I'm like, it's so warm. And I can't feel the warmth
Was
no
it-
more. But
was
I
it-
know my hands
Is
still.
it a white woman?
It was a white man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But don't listen as like
wait,
that's a
wait.
tracker.
This is elementary. This Palmer.
Palmer, yeah.
All right,
Shelby
we gotta
Barron.
stop saying
Shelby?
the ages.
And then people
Yeah.
and then people used to make fun of me because of her name. Her name was Shelby, and then they was like, "Shelby, you coming around the mountain?"
Leave her alone!
The
Bro,
motherfucker you talking
I was
to
a
her.
white knight, bro. I was a fucking white knight. There was this girl, Natalie Morales, bro.
I'm crying.
She
Peed
a white
on
girl?
herself in class. No, Hispanic. Peed on herself in class. Everybody was laughing, made fun of her, blah, blah, blah. We were dating at the time. I stood up. You guys think that's funny?
No, you didn't.
No.
I was wearing khaki pants. Stood there.
I'm the black guy. I don't do that. I'll do it. I'm pissed right now.
That's
Hey, yo.
crazy.
Hey, yo. Didn't nobody fuck with you after that, huh?
No, they didn't believe it.
What are you doing? Why are
He
you...
pissed himself.
Nigga, I brought a hot dog for healthy snack, bro. I brought a hot dog for
From
healthy
home?
snack. From home. It was healthy snack. Apple,
So it was cold?
oranges.
So it
No,
was cold.
it was cooked. It was cold.
But it was cold.
It was cooked. Hot dog bun in the baggie. And the teacher said, "Interesting choice for healthy snack." So it brought attention to everybody. Everybody.
Like, is that a hot dog? I'm over here dry as fuck. No ketchup, no mustard.
dry glizzy and it's cold.
Yeah, I'm traumatized.
Not a condiment in sight, nigga.
Everything makes sense.
It was
Not
dry.
a
It was
condiment in
dry.
sight.
No bell.
Yo.
Everybody's else eating apples, oranges, all that shit. This
This
is no
nigga has a
snack.
hot dog.
I thought we could bring anything. I hear snack. I thought a hot dog was a snack.
Dog, that's the most
Oh my
crazy
God.
shit I've ever heard in a while.
Yeah, we went to the same elementary school.
Raw dog and a
Hot dog
Yeah.
cold,
during snack time.
I was like,
not like a barbecue
No.
one.
Just cold.
I think it was the Franks.
Like that's what it
Was the
was.
bread soggy too? Because we had
That
the
shit had to be wet.
It was like mushed together, so I like peeled it to make sure that the hot
Oh,
dog was
it
good still. For some reason, I had to separate the hot dog from
It
the
gets stuck some of the
bread.
From
and
the
just put it
bread.
back up.
Yeah.
You know? I picked. You know, we got to pick the parts of the bread
Little
off the
bread
hot dog.
off.
I remember it like I was doing it. Like I
That shit
pulled it.
turns
It was
into
like,
a
okay, it's
corn
healthy
dog.
snack.
Immediately, yeah. You put two ones and corn dog.
I pulled that bitch out of my bag, bro. I did one of these numbers.
So gay. Just like rubbing your hand.
I'm over here like,
You're like picking it off and
I
shit.
was like,
Expecting the
I was doing these, one of these numbers.
That's why you
Put it back in the.
That's why you
Ooh.
I have traumas, but yeah, we went to elementary school together.
So when did the group start?
Technically, 2018.
No, technically recent.
No, my bad. 2019.
Damn.
No, technically recent.
Okay.
Because we weren't necessarily a collective or a group. We just were like a.
Individual artists all work together a lot.
Like he was just my producer. I wouldn't do anything without him. Like unless
But
he made
didn't y'all know each other did music?
when we got reconnected.
Oh, my bad, I forgot.
So he moved to
I moved to Atlanta.
Boston. I thought it was Boston.
I moved to Boston and then I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah. So after elementary school, we lost contact. We got reacquainted. 2019.
Yeah.
Sorry, had this up. So 2019. I got brought to somebody that mutual friend's house by a girl that I was fucking with at the time. She brought me to their house. First time I did acid too. Like this was a very eventful day.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh yeah, I walked in.
We were just talking about it.
What's up?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Some acid.
Was I not just saying I wanted to?
Yeah,
Yesterday on our pod, we were talking about it. Oh, y'all gotta come on our pod too because we just started.
Oh,
So, it's called The Drive. I'm plugging it right now.
So we're
Go ahead. Yeah.
So our theme is car, so like just double entendre, The Drive. I'm really that nigga, bro. Anyway.
That was our inspiration. That's how pretty much our shit started. Just not no cameras. It was just me and this nigga smoking down, talking about mad shit.
For hours and shit.
Then I just randomly approached him like, yo,
Let's record this shit.
you put this shit on wax?
For real. Throw it out
Pussy
there.
on the chain.
Put the pussy on the chain.
Pussy
Like,
on the chain. We put some pussy on the chain.
This nigga's good. This nigga's fire. Clip it. You know what I'm saying? Clip it, clip it, clip it.
That nigga got so mad.
So, so you guys get together.
Yeah, so we got reacquainted. And even when we got reacquainted, I didn't even know this nigga did music. It was like, I know you from somewhere. And then it was like throughout the night, because I'm really standoffish. When I don't know niggas, I'm sitting over there meme like everybody's like, you got a rested bitch face, blah, blah, blah. I'm over there meme like, because I'm observant and I want to see what that nigga's on.
Let me see
what his energy is before
I was like, is this nigga trying to show out in front of this crowd, or are we gonna be able to coexist? I can't tell. So then I was like, I know that nigga from somewhere. So it was like bothering me. I was like, do I know him in a bad way? Do I know him in a good way? I couldn't remember.
I fucking hate that.
I was like, nigga, you went to Palmer? He's like, elementary? Yeah. And we're grown as fuck. He's like, I was like, I went to Palmer. And then everything just clicked.
Okay, cool.
Niggas start working at Panda. I was working at Panda, so it was another coincidence. We just started working together. And then one of the people we were working with.
Express.
Yeah, fucking when I be seeing Panda bags in bitches' houses, I'm like, yeah, I can't fuck with you.
If you don't go to an art, like,
Bro, we have so many actual Chinese spots around
Dude,
town.
you got
bro.
too
Like,
many
come on.
Chinese food spots.
But
They're
Panda's
good.
so big,
They
I didn't know
it's the
about
same
Panda.
price
until I was
point.
working there.
That's exactly.
They're
You're not
You
even
can get a
getting
much bigger
Exactly,
plan.
I didn't get as much food.
They're globally insane. Like the
Oh,
pay is
They're
insane.
big. They're big over in like California.
People
and
would
shit like
rather
that.
eat that.
They're in so many big
They have-
movies.
They have so much money.
All of the
Yeah,
Adam
true.
Sandler movies, Panda Express is. I don't know why. I don't know how. Eight Crazy Nights.
They have
fucking,
so much money to the point where they don't have to take
Grown
out
Ups, all
loans
that
to
shit.
open up new restaurants. It's just all their money.
Yeah, we're
Really?
fucking. We're
And they
fucking
pay
the fuck
them
out of it,
for
right?
them.
Yeah,
Fuck y'all.
niggas.
But yeah, we started working there, and then somebody that we knew that worked there as well told me that he did beats. I was like, nigga, I know him. No, he doesn't. Dude, he was
That was
like,
my roommate.
we could you could come to our place. He'll do something. I was like, well, I sing, and we just went to the studio, and I was like, so how does it work? I was like, how do you make a beat? Because I make it from scratch. So I was just messing around with the mic, and he used my vocals to make the beat in front of me in real time. I was like, yeah, this nigga's unfuckwittable. Like I'm going towards this nigga. So ever since then, we just.
Can't work with each other. Can't
And
fuck with each
plus, like
No,
that.
it was
Is it LSD or the one that Shorty hates?
It was Zodiac. Or not Zodiac. I can't, I say that. What is it? Damn. I don't know, but yeah, LA Night.
The beat.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like the chemistry is there, though. You know what I'm saying? So, especially if he can feed off of you and make a beat for you.
So
It's actually easier to make music for people when I'm with them, because like if I'm like in my own shit, I'm in my own mindset, so I'm just making beats. whatever sounds good to
On
me,
you.
and I don't have a second opinion on someone who's like, I don't like that. Something might make me change like the whole sample.
I'm the I don't like that king, by the way.
Exactly. He'll just be like, no.
You'll be like, bro, you're not letting me cook.
Yeah, I'm
I'm just
like,
keeping
alright.
it straightforward.
There's
I'm
nothing to
not.
cook.
Why am I wasting? Because I'm not gonna fucking do anything.
But yeah,
This is for
that's
you,
that,
you know?
Yeah.
So,
that's good to have though, because he ain't you ain't yes man and him, and he ain't yes man. And
Which is good. It's
know
gonna
what
push
I'm
you
saying?
guys both to.
I feel like both of y'all do that. You know what I'm saying? In a way, like, no, that shit ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
You can hear it in the quality.
Sometimes there's times where
where I got in the car and I played him a beat for him and he got mad. It wasn't.
He was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, he was like, "Hey,
No, not this.
I mean, sometimes you do gotta, because for a small period of time, I was making beats. Me and my boy
We
AB,
talked about
shout
this.
out
I feel
AB.
like you get in slumps where you're not making as hard of shit as you could be."
It's because you're trying to be. It's when you're trying to be too creative.
Yeah.
You're
You just
trying
let
to
that
be.
shit flow.
Yeah, you're trying
When
to.
you let the creativity be what it is, then it becomes
It is what it
authentic.
is,
But
yeah,
when you just
exactly.
try to look for creativity, which I feel like that's what Kanye's doing right now.
we
Just
just looking
talk
for
about this
Facts.
shit.
Right.
Facts.
we were.
It's because he's.
trying.
I think he's too addicted to the limelight right now. So he's trying to search for
But-
anything that's relevant
When
right
y'all
now.
think
And it just
it
doesn't
you
work
don't
out.
think he lost it.
Mm-mm.
We
No.
just talked about this too. Personally, I think like his last classic album, and I think Donda was a classic. To be honest with you, Donda was great. It has good.
Why is it slept on? Because I agree. I like the original Don.
I
I
can't
don't
listen.
like
It's,
the whole-
it's because
It's the
Kanye.
replay value for me.
But the replay is really good. It has songs that don't have any kind of like timestamp or period. They just feel good, really good upbeat songs to them. It doesn't have any kind of like time period or time frame of what like it is.
I agree. I just don't
True.
know why it's so slept on.
And I think the reason of that is only just because of the image of Kanye. I think during that time
The
it was
whole beef with Drake, that was a big part of
It-
both of their albums. That
both of the
had
albums
something
came out, and then
about
Kanye was going through that whole the image thing and the mental health thing. So I think that kind of was a big thing why people didn't really listen to it. But if people go back and actually listen to Donda full through, I think personally that's
just
his
phenomenal.
last classic.
That's
Yeah,
just
I think it's phenomenal. Thank you.
I thought it during. Like,
Why-
Me
I-
too.
I-
I listened to it the first time. I was like, oh my god.
I had all
Oh
the
my
sounds downloaded.
Yep.
And then he started taking niggas off. And then I was
have
like,
the-
I already have it downloaded.
I have the
so I'm
original.
good. You
Yep.
have the, bro.
I have the original too.
Do y'all fuck with Ye, Daytona, and Kids See Ghosts? Like that era?
I like his.
the
Uh,
7-track joints.
Ye-
where he's just producing like
Ye
everything
had-
himself.
Yeah.
Ye had a bunch of, I'm not gonna say bullshit. Ye had some songs on it that were bullshit.
Yeah.
But it had the,
It had
the
ghost
most
sound on it,
The
substance.
sound. The
It had
sound
the most
is what.
substance of sound than
Yes.
the other ones.
Yes. Yes.
You can't just throw Kid Cudi at me and expect me to be okay and just
Y'all gonna hate me.
alright with the
Y'all
vibe.
gonna hate me for
Plus,
this, but
half of them shits was
Kids See
Yeah.
Ghosts.
yeah.
No, I only listen to Fourth Dimension. And
I'm not a
I'm not a Cudi
fan over
fan.
here, but Kid Cudi back in the day,
Kid Cudi
He
is one of
meant
those
something.
artists I never really got into.
I'm not.
He's a
Cudi
melody
fan.
god.
I know that whenever I listen to his music. I'm not saying that. I just never.
He does have
There's nothing about
melodies,
his like
but I
aesthetic
just
that
Hey,
attracted me.
yeah, I-
as
that
a
that
child.
hum will send you to heaven.
no. The hum is great. No,
That shit is
no.
nuts.
Facts. The hum
Yeah,
is
nuts.
great, but other than that, I'm just like I really don't like everything else.
So, like,
Okay,
that's
that's
how
how
I
I
feel
feel
about
about
features.
Features.
Oh,
I feel about
love
Ty
that.
Dolla
Yeah,
Sign.
so
No,
I
I
love
see.
that.
I see him as a feature artist. I can't see him as a stand.
Oh, anything he makes by himself, we talk about this all the time. Anything he makes by himself is absolute garbage. But
Okay,
anytime
thank
he's
you, thank you.
featured on something, it's the most
You know it's
immaculate
You
thing.
start hearing that nigga
It's the most
crooning in the
immaculate
back,
hit.
and it's just like
Oh,
he's about to
facts. It's
tear
always
this
about to go up.
30
He changes the
seconds
beat.
up.
He does his own thing. He
He's
has
starting
no
to piss
flow.
me off because
It's the collaboration. I feel like that's.
he ain't doing a verse. He's only putting some type of he's putting some sauce on there. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
You gonna get 30 seconds of some Ty Dolla Sign,
Yeah.
and that's it. He ain't gonna give you a verse, but he gonna turn that fucking song.
That's
up.
all.
Are we gonna act like his freshman freestyle didn't happen, or
I mean,
I actually don't even.
that could be anybody.
Yeah.
All of them shits is
That's
ass
right.
now.
Almost all of them.
as an R&B?
Who's
Alright,
your guys'
Yeah.
favorite double XL class? What was
2016.
who's in that?
Uzi, fucking.
Are you serious?
No, the one that had Mac Miller in it.
2013.
That's the one I'm going with.
I'm going 2014.
Or the one,
15.
or the one that Wiz
Joey-
is in.
Joey-
13,
Badass.
14, and 15
Because
was
beside
Goated.
the
all
that's
three.
gold.
Goated.
all the
Joey
niggas- all
Badass,
the-
Action
most of-
Bronson.
Yeah.
That's my favorite class.
Kendrick
of all time.
around that time. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say 2013 because they had Kendrick.
Yeah, yeah,
Action
yeah.
Bronson.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
Yes,
Oh my
bro.
God.
so many
Actually,
niggas.
yeah,
You got a time on it?
Some giants.
Yeah, it should be up top in the ring.
Like
Yeah.
you got giants, entrepreneurs in the music
All
industry.
in all three of those eras, all three there is.
Our boy worked with Action Bronson just recently.
Oh really?
Who?
Video director. His name's Kyle. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, let's
you
plug
should-
Kyle.
He does creative direction. Shout out.
I'm going out
Kyle
there
Young.
to New York to visit him the 18th.
Oh,
Shout
really?
out Kyle Young.
Kyle Young, yeah.
Oh,
He,
yeah.
he just worked with some big
Shout out
ass
Kyle
niggas.
Young.
Like, he got a lot coming. He's
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him because he told me before I went on tour. He was like, "Yo, I'm about to move to New York and about to get shit going." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm probably like I wore."
Oh,
I
yeah.
He was
wore,
at your first listening party.
Yeah, he came to my first listening party. He customized the outfits I was wearing for my tour and everything, and then he just told me. And he's one of those that will say it and do it versus say it. Oh, I'm trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't.
You just gonna be
He doesn't
"Hey, we got
convince
this."
you.
That's
Yeah,
that's
we got this
another
done.
thing that made it easy to make music with him. Is all of the people that I was hanging out with was either trying to learn how to DJ or talking about, man, I want to make music like this. I want to do this. I want to do that. But nobody.
You
ever. And I was this whole
Sit down and
time.
do it.
This whole time hanging out with these niggas, we're all doing with this whatever drugs, fucking early 20s, acid, all that shit.
Good with
I'm sitting here the whole time but making beats. Just because I'm like ADHD as fuck, so it's something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took advantage of the not doing this
What,
shit time.
what would you say your inspiration is in beats or like what or style? If you don't have like something that you say would be close to like what your sound is. What would you say?
I told him he's like. Are we talking rapping or beats?
Beats. I would say the production style, and then
I listen. All right,
and I know it's kind of hard to say because you don't want to
it's not even that. It's just like I listen to so much, so many producers.
I don't know. His beats are
It's
more.
Where do you often find you collecting your samples from? Often.
Oh, soul, jazz.
I feel like he's more on the
like
Pharrell
70s rock.
side
Okay,
of
fire.
the beat and the
You
shit.
look
Okay, fire. I like that. That's dope.
You said Pharrell.
No, I do feel like okay. When we're talking beat, if we're taking
You gotta talk about the Asian motherfucker. That's the nigga who.
Oh,
put
you
the
talking
sauce
about
on Nico.
Oh, that dude.
That's the nigga who put the sauce.
back.
on
He was back in the day. Oh
Back
my
in the-
I'm talking
god.
about vibe wise. But I said he sounds like to me Earl Sweatshirt and Jaden Smith had a baby.
Hey, let me
I'ma
tell
say-
you. Let me tell you something. Put a lot of motherfuckers on Jaden Smith when he was coming out.
Sire Jaden.
No, before that.
Talking about the cool.
Omen.
Yeah.
Motherfucking. What is it? Not is it
His
Offspring?
misfit shit.
All that shit. That shit was hard. He
We were like
he was really spitting bars.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
nigga, that
best
Beast
Jaden
Mode
was
song,
That nigga was.
Beast
I feel
Mode,
like
that
he
shit's
was listening
8 minutes.
To, like Jedi mind tricks.
that shit was 8 minutes. He changed up his flow 4 times. Nigga. Shit
Yeah.
was nuts.
Yeah,
That's,
I'm gonna say him and his sister are talented as fuck.
That's sleeping on the greatest collab of all time.
Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith had a song Post Malone
Or
earlier.
JB. Sorry.
Justin Bieber.
Never say never.
That's real.
Why did everybody
Shit's like
want that
quadruple-
weak
shit's like
ass
quadruple
Roscoe
platinum.
Dash haircut? Everybody wanted that fucking
That
weak
whole
ass
the whole-
photo.
Yeah. Diddy
Hey,
had that
fuck
shit.
you. I had that shit.
I definitely had that shit.
Fuck you. I had
This
that
nigga
shit.
definitely-
Yeah, I had that
You
shit.
definitely had
I
that
had
shit.
And to be light skinned.
And light skinned. Oh,
Be
yeah,
light skinned.
that should be a sin. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
what? It was immediate.
We talked about that.
That was a Chico back in the day.
What? Light skin with the Roscoe Dash?
Bro.
Cheat code.
Hey, with
Cheat
the
code.
design,
You already know.
That's
You
what
didn't
niggas
have
With
to
the
wear-
Chris.
that's
you
when
the
barbers
Chris.
No,
was getting
nigga,
over.
when you
Oh,
got
that's
the
the
design
swagger.
colored,
yeah,
Oh.
but that's when
your
barbers
parents
was
had
getting,
money.
that's
Nigga.
when barbers was getting over.
Niggas
I'm
were
at
wearing
least
Sperry's
65.
I need
Mine was doing 50 off top. Every
That
time.
nigga used to look
Every
like,
time.
I'll give you guys a deal. 80
Yeah.
bucks. I'll do 80.
Yeah.
Like
Getting
$80 to
smoked.
cut my hair
And
off.
then with the double eyebrow line,
Oh.
Nigga, what my mom
I
would
like
not
it.
let me.
I only do that
I
once
used to
and
do
then I
that
was
shit.
like,
I used to do that shit at the crib.
Yep.
Yeah. I come down, I look at my mom like this. Sideways, I seen this. I come to the crib looking like Soldier Boy.
Shout out to the swag era, man.
Nigga,
Shit was fire.
Shit was hard.
Shit was fire.
I'm such a that era for me when niggas was rocking 4XL shirts.
The short.
So-
The Soldier Wear?
So free.
So you talking about like
4XL white tees with the jersey over.
And you probably had
Chain,
two of them on.
You needed a do-rag
wallet,
on
wallet,
with.
Chain wallet.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't tie the do-rag. Have the do-rag on, but
Yeah.
put one of
Put a
the
hat.
fucking.
Yep.
No, not even that.
or Scully.
No,
With the
not even
braids.
the
that
silly.
I was like-
that
I was
was
like-
like it's
I was
that
like-
era.
You gotta put one of them sweatbands on.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And then you have to have an armband. on.
Oh. You're talking about like Dirty South, and that was like
like
Dirty
like
South.
Dipset shit?
Yeah, that was like Dirty
04
South.
Dipset? No, this nigga, because I tried to tell him
to.
that Jhouls Santana was he actually was
Bar
spitting.
God.
Yeah, tried to.
Better than
I
Jim
appreciate
and Cameron. for
Tried
sure.
to. He tried to.
Better than Jim.
We have the view that
Cameron-
we have hits already.
Cameron has like some nursery rhyme ass raps, bro. But they're funny, but they're classic, but they're funny.
With that
He was
era,
rapping about drip.
His verse on Hey Ma is trash.
she said, I tell you, my boobies
real.
real.
Come
You
on.
my boobies steal. That nigga, I love that fucking verse though.
No, I mean I get it. I get it. Of the time, his flow and versatility was like it was different from
It was-
everything else.
I can appreciate it the same way I can appreciate Prodigy for like his flow. Like that. Left to center in a way where it's like it's eclectic, I guess.
For sure, I understand that, and the sound was completely like nobody else.
The production was nuts. That's their shit.
You could tell when it's their
The
shit.
fashion, the production, everything around it, the whole like
It was
vibe,
them.
the Harlem shit.
It was them.
Okay, I have a real question.
Nothing beats
It
that
was
shit.
it.
And
Them niggas.
This isn't to spark argument. This is a real question. Cassidy or Jadakiss?
Jadakiss immediately. He's one
I
of
don't
my
like
favorite.
Cassidy's voice. No.
Jadakiss is one of the bro. He's great. Jadakiss is fire as fuck.
Cassidy be
He
looking
be
nuts
sleeping.
on the internet.
He'll be sleeping. Yo, Jadakiss is fire.
Cassidy been looking nuts on the internet.
Say something. Go ahead. Say something.
I'm ready.
I see you looking through the glasses. I see you looking through the
This is the
glasses.
clearest
Go
I
ahead.
can see your
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jadakiss,
Over.
but
Okay. Well, what?
Cat Day.
Who makes better music?
Jadakiss, but 17 times, like 17, 7 times out of 10, Cassidy is nice as fuck.
Yeah.
Back in the day, bro.
For sure.
Even now,
For sure.
he is
Cassidy's dope.
he's a mockery at this point.
Why did he never go mainstream?
He tried to.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Why
too
did
hood.
it not
That was
successful?
battle
Why
rap
didn't
shit.
it work?
He was too hood. He was too
I
hood.
think
He was too hood. He was rapping
I think-
at a point in time where niggas were.
the rapping wasn't a thing. I think he was either too early in the
Exactly.
game or too far ahead.
He was rapping to a point where niggas was like, man, I'm just trying to lean with
Put it
rock
like
with
this:
it,
that
right?
nigga,
right.
that nigga never stopped wearing flat brim snapbacks.
Jesus.
Never.
Probably with the ears.
Straight,
up.
straight like
I'll tell you what.
with the
I'll
labels
tell you
underneath
what,
the brim.
If we can go
With the
back,
tag still on
if
that
we can
shit.
go back to
Underneath
my
the
old,
brim.
Y'all remember
my
that
old
Key
house
Hills?
desktop, if we can go back to my old house desktop computer, and we can look up the amount of times I looked up $3 versus Cassidy
Oh,
fucking
man.
battle,
That shit. As soon as you put
That's
it
one of
on,
the greatest. One of the
the first name pops up in your
classics.
stupid.
Classics.
That was a classic,
Classic.
battle.
Oh my god.
And although
I had that shit downloaded on LimeWire.
That shit
Almost
was
fucked up my
hard.
computer for one
but
battle
of
rap.
course, Jadakiss.
For one battle rap.
Okay, so I met Jadakiss in Revolt World.
Yep.
No, it was South by Southwest. We was behind the
He was
scenes.
online. Pen pal.
He said
I'm
that.
gonna insert the clip of me meeting Jadakiss. But he did a lecture or a panel with Russell, him, Leslie, Ryan Leslie, the producer, and the
White
dude-
boy.
Huh?
White boy?
Nah,
Oh, the
Mike's
next
nigga.
motherfucker.
Yeah, Mike's nigga.
Looked like Fonzworth Bentley.
That nigga had the craziest presidential. I'll insert all these pictures of these niggas. But so we were there for United Masters shit, and then they had a panel, and then if you were there by invite, you got to go behind the scenes and green room, all that shit. So
That's hard.
I walked to the green room. I was like, damn, bro, this is my first time ever being behind the scenes, because boxing, I grew up boxing, so boxing I was always with the big names, so I didn't see them how other people saw. But music wise, I was like, these niggas are not in the same stratosphere as us, so it's like weird to see them
Right.
as regular
You're
people.
such an outlier. You know what
That
I'm
it
saying?
doesn't even feel real. Like
Yeah.
when you
Where
get
am
to
I?
you get to say hi, they don't even hear the hi type shit. That's how
Yeah.
it's like. But I'm up there watching them and all that shit. Then they come in the green room and they're themselves after the cameras are out there. Like that's was dope as fuck. Then the
Fire.
cameras come in, you see everybody in the background. So United Masters posted a clip of them like showing everybody in the green room and shit, and I'm standing back there with my management team and everything, and Jadakiss is right here in front of me. And he turned around, he was like, "What do you do?" I was like, what do you do? I was like, I sing. He's like, let me hear something. I started pulling my phone out. He's like, no, let me hear something. This your elevator pitch. I said, about to damn near. If I open my mouth, I would die.
Oh,
It was like, you got to look. Just when somebody asks you what you do, don't second guess it. You know what you do. Show them what you. I'm like, oh shit. And he was like, and this coming from New York. I was like, he didn't have to do the bro. It felt fake.
Fire.
It felt fake. And then my manager was like, genuinely still for it. I'm not about to ask this nigga for a picture after he bro.
Right,
Now I'm gonna look like a fanboy.
Yeah.
But they were just sitting there. It was just a dope experience. And then
That's dope, man.
I saw LaRussell, which his work ethic is insane, like unmatched. Like for
That nigga
independent
posts
artists,
too much on YouTube, bro.
for independent artists, LaRussell's work ethic is insane. But I see it as, I understand why he looks up to the Chance the Rappers and the, you know what I mean, like the people that come from that, and him being from Bay Area is so outlying to me. Like, how are you from the Bay, but you sound Chicago? You sound like
That
the
nigga
niggas
throws
that
concerts in his actual
are
backyard.
in his backyard. That
At
nigga
his
is not
house.
bullshit.
And
But
invites people and puts them.
I told him, I
That's
FaceTimed
dope.
Julius fast as fuck. I was like, bro, I'm here with LaRussell. He said, what the fuck? Turned the camera around, bro. This is my producer, blah, blah, blah. Did one of those numbers. And I was like, I started showing like the music we had, beats and shit. He said, all you got to do is stick with who you work with. And then I saw him again at Revolt World in Atlanta. That's a whole another story. We can get into that a little bit later about the whole Diddler shit.
Yeah, he ran into Diddy at the wall.
We're not going to talk
Hilarious.
Obviously. It's the whole world.
But yeah, I just thought it was
Diddy! Diddler!
Diddle.
because this is too big. No, no Diddy.
Yes! No pause!
It's hard to say no to
Diddy.
Diddy when Diddy was actually Diddy.
Okay. I don't know what to expect going into Revolt World. First off, it's in Atlanta. You pass the whole Tyler Perry compound. He has a compound. He has studios. Like,
Warehouse.
he's damn near Walt Disney.
For sure.
The nigga Walt Disney.
For sure.
So you pass all that. I'm like, where the fuck are we going? Like, this shit does not. It feels like Beverly Hills by Atlanta. Not
Yeah,
like
that's fire.
driving through, it's crazy, insane. We get there, whole lot, the Revolt flyers, posters, all that shit everywhere. A big arch that says Revolt World, welcome. You show your ticket, who you're there for, blah, blah, blah. You start walking in, they have all these guest speakers, like big names, like G Herbo is there for whatever reason speaking. Funny Marco going around interviewing, talking to people. B. Simone, all them motherfuckers. Like, everybody's there. So I'm like, damn, like, this is a good place to be. For some reason, I run into a girl that catches my, like, I caught her attention for whatever reason. She was like, I want to walk with you for the rest of the day. My manager was like, oh, there goes lover boy Bakari. Gone. He think I'm about to go over there and cake and shit like that. It was not even on that. She was like, you just look mad cool, blah, blah, blah. And we were standing in line for something. She just randomly, by herself there. She was on, her mom was one of the producers for 106 in Park. I'm thinking she's just a regular person there like us, like an artist or something like that. Her mom was on 106 in Park, one of the committee shit like that, like had all that shit going around. So she knew everybody. She knew Diddy's kids. She knew B. Simone. She knew everybody that was actually behind the scenes back then. And I'm thinking she's all talking. She was talking about all this shit. I'm like, like I get these all the time.
Yeah.
She was like, and I knew Priscilla Renee before she was Money Line. I was like, who are you? Like, you just, I don't know if you're trying to convince me that you're somebody you're not, blah, blah, blah. Niggas start coming up to her. Hey, what are you doing here? How's your daughter, bro? Hugging, shit like that. I'm standing here like,
Who the fuck?
I went from walking around like this to like, let her get
Just
her.
do her
I don't want to
thing,
look fanned out, but everybody started coming up to her like inviting her. Come back here, come back here. Oh, I'm with him. He can come to. Yeah, great. Come on, what y'all still standing there for? Like, and then every time we just like, it's like one of those big ass like events. So it's like not necessarily in buildings, but there's stuff in buildings going on. So you're like walking around like it's I want to say like Hollywood type shit. Like that's the setup. And you just go onto this building. This podcast being filmed, or this live event being filmed. There's this
Bunch of
going on.
studios,
A whole lot of different shit.
Okay.
And she was just bringing me. We went behind the scenes, got all the bags. She was like, "Grab your bag." Like, why are you just sitting there watching? I was like, "Okay." Like it, I felt like a kid, but it was just like taking it in versus fanning out. If that makes sense. So I was like, "Okay." And she was like, "What's your?" She kept asking, "What's your sign?" Because you're quiet. I was like, "I'm a Sagittarius." She's like, "Sagittarius, stay quiet. Act like it. Act yourself." She was like, "You know," I was like, "Damn, she is hoeing me, but giving good." I just didn't like it.
about it.
Being real.
About it.
She was so cool, but it like if you didn't know her, like if I didn't sit there getting to know who she was before that shit, then I would have thought, oh, she's just bragging.
She's coming off
showing
as
So that's why it was kind of like throwing me off a little bit. But then Funny Marco came up to her. He's like, "Girl, I haven't seen you since." I was like, everybody. Like that nigga was like, "This your man?" He's like, "I don't want to intrude. I don't want to impose." I was like, "No." I was like, "He was like, oh, good." Anyway, it got bad as fuck. But I was like, "This nigga is a nigga."
Hell
like,
yeah,
like,
real life.
and then he told me we were sitting there talking. I started posting something on Instagram when I got back. I was like, posted a picture that me and him got. And was like, you said he was gonna be in my video because he told me he was like, yeah, what do you do? And I was like, do music. He was like, all right. He was like, let me hear something. So I actually played him something. And he was like, you got any videos out? I could repost one on my page. I was like, no, not yet. But when I do my first video, you want to be a cameo? He was like, yeah, I'll come down there. He's like, you fly me out, I'll come down there. And I was like, you need me to fly you out? And he started laughing. Did one of these shoulder punches like he was a white dude. I was like,
That's
what
business.
the fuck was that?
That's business. He's
I
like,
was
I'm not
like-
paying for that shit.
But then I started posting on Instagram I was like, I'm gonna keep posting until you respond. And that nigga sent laughing emojis to one of them, but other than that, like, I don't have a video yet, so it's like, haven't actually. I just
Hey,
That's for sure. I mean, that's fire.
Bro,
It was just like
Connection.
these connections,
Let's
all
talk
these
about-
connections be like
How hard it's been to find
a videographer or
engineer, nigga, anything.
the rest of the team. That's what
Literally, yeah.
That's-
Graphic designer. Like, if you want to do merch, somebody that could do some shit for that, like, it's just hard.
That's at the point we are at now. With us branching out, we need
The marketing
other people.
Yeah.
We can go get an official studio right now. We can do all this, but we need to like
the hard
other
part.
manpower.
The
Looking
hard
to-
part is not convincing someone you're doing it, but showing them
to
the vision
actually
and having them
Having
them
them
believe in themselves enough
To
to
believe
be a
in
part
you.
of that. Yeah. Because if they try to believe in you, then when they think you're not doing something, but you're actually
Even
doing
just,
it,
even just
they're gonna
believing
know.
that it's worth their time without monetizing right away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what,
You gotta let people know, like,
People
you're
don't
not
want to
gonna
see
see
a
it up
back end
front.
right.
You're gonna have to see it in the back
How
end, which I
much-
promise
how
you is
much
gonna
money
be.
has
You got a
put
guy
into
right
this
now
shit?
like that we're super
Bro,
appreciative.
how much
Yeah.
money we put into like investing in equipment, our own equipment, and shit like that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
dumb.
I mean, software,
Bro.
studios and stuff like that. That costs money.
Studio time.
Studio time.
Paying other niggas.
Fuck up shit that we don't even
Don't
end up
need
using.
it.
We went to the studio 2 weeks ago and we got in the car. Everything, we were in the studio, we were jamming to this.
Everything was fire in the
Yes.
studio. We get in the car, gave it that little car test. What the
Wasn't-
fuck did we just spend time doing?
It felt like a waste of a day.
And he's
Matter
so
of fact,
good that
What was the sound that was missing on that compared to what you
too much
The
auto-tune.
vocals.
Over compressed, too much auto tune.
Okay.
like
vocals
creating
are
a
too
sound
loud.
for the song that I think he was trying to create the sound that already because we're so used to him, like we're so comfortable with him that he pitches in ideas and he's so talented that it's like
The
me
trust
with
is
him.
up from our perspective.
The trust was
already
there. So like
So
when
you already had like, all right, he's
that
gonna do his
rapport,
thing when he
yeah,
gets
that
here,
nigga
for
is
sure.
really like that. Like that's how I see it. Like,
he's been the only nigga that we've been working with for the last 2 years, yeah. Before that, we went through 3 engineers to get his first project.
I mean, shit.
And that
And we
shit doesn't-
settled. We settled
Yeah,
for the
literally
first
settled.
time.
Still doesn't sound good to this day. There's one mix that he did where he put. It's the beats sample, right? He put the sample like over in the wrong place to where it's like you can't even listen to the song because it's not.
Because everything is off
It's
shift
off.
now.
It's off.
Everything is off
That's
shift
hard,
now.
then.
And that's the master. That's on fucking everything. On DSPs. And I'm like, it ruins the song. It's a good song, but not
You might
anymore.
as well take that shit.
Oh yeah, let me finish the Revolt World story so we can have something to clip because this shit is insane. We in Revolt World, everything, and she knows everybody, so everybody's coming up to her, all this shit. Then all of a sudden, a big crowd forms out of nowhere, and we're confused. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And they're all moving like like them big ass storm clouds and shit like that when they just move in one direction. The crowd is just going screaming, and this is all. I don't remember what month this is. I'm gonna fact check it, but this was all before the Diddy shit started coming, like 2 weeks before the Diddy shit.
It was after he dropped the Love album. It was like
Literally,
during that rollout.
we were going there
So a
for
couple
that.
months before
Yeah,
that.
everybody was
Okay.
plugging Love this, Love that. We got Love skincare, Love that. Niggas was plugging DeLeon and all that shit. Plugging.
It was Diddy World.
Like,
It
it
wasn't
was
Revolt World.
Carisha
Yeah.
Please and everything was getting
Yeah.
plugged. So we're leaving, and then this crowd just. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What's going on over here? You see in the middle of the crowd, love y'all too. It's brother love. It's brother love.
Oh,
That nigga,
my God.
Yeah, come on.
Brother
He was championing himself like he was Muhammad Ali in Africa,
For
bro.
real.
Yeah,
Just parading
what's up?
himself.
Yeah. He goes past. Hey! The crowd shifts with him, so we're moving back. Gave her a hug. I'm like, this nigga knows everybody. Who is she to know Diddy? Like, what the fuck? I'm thinking, like, this is P. Diddy. I don't know that nigga as Puff Daddy. This is
He Diddy. Like, what the fuck?
Diddler.
Gave her a hug. Where you been, girl? Another hug. Tight hug. She was like, no, this talking, blah, blah, blah. He looked over at me. I like your look. Oh my god. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna put see you the footage of what I was wearing. No, I had the Playboy button down like this, and then the flannel under, and then
Yeah, he was like, I need you for 48 hours.
that nigga said, "I like your look." He said, I was like, I do R&B. First thing that came out, I do R&B. You the next face to R&B. Keep going. And then went back to talking to him. Hey. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I ran to find my manager. Yo, Diddy basically said, you about to sign me right now. I don't know where you was at. And what's crazy is one of his publicists came up to me and she was talking to me. She was like, I got interviewed after that interaction because the whole crowd saw the shit happen. Because I like, look, the lady came up to me with the camera and I'm going to plug all these pictures. But camera and was like recording. He was like, 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, well, we just want to know what he was asking you about. And then finish these lyrics to a Notorious B.I.G. song. Finish these lyrics. Where are you from? All this shit. And I never played with rappers. I just kept saying Michigan. I was like, I'm from Michigan. Oh, what part? Michigan. You know. Fuck this place. Anyway, sitting there asking, what did he say to you? What did he say? I'm just like, oh, he basically just said I'm the new face of R&B.
Bitch.
I had the glasses, bro. I had Prada glasses on. Cool. The new face of R&B. And then just looks at it. And I was just like, feeling myself. In hindsight, all that,
Diddler.
I would never tell nobody.
2 weeks
I went to my manager, and then I was like, bro, because his publicist was like, yeah, we just want to get your information. I'm thinking that Diddy sent her to get my information. I'm like, oh, yeah, nigga, here's my social security card. Like, here's my child's birth certificate. Like, what else do you need?
Whatever.
But he was just sitting there, and then he was like, yeah, be cool. Like, I was like, oh, now you want to play it cool? You was telling me to go run over to Jenkins. Now I gotta be cool. I was like, come on. I brought him over to the publicist, and then she acted like she was uninterested in having a conversation with him. She wanted to talk. I was like, she just said, if your team is here, then but I promise she just told me to.
Right.
Like I'm like, oh shit, like I promise she told me to go find you. I promise. I'm so serious. Then once he like, I was like, okay, it's whatever. Like you gave her your information. I was like, okay, but I just thought that was crazy because I didn't take into account maybe it was just what I was wearing.
No, he definitely liked what you were wearing.
Because he said you got the look.
Yeah.
Because I just thought, oh shit, I got the R&B look. And then my manager started bullying me.
You know, people say I see myself in you.
No, I don't want to hear that. Right? That nigga was telling me, he was like, you know who in Miami, right? Like, you know who in Miami. And then he was like, you know what happened to B2K? Yeah, of course that nigga see you.
You know
like,
it was in Miami.
I was like, oh, hell no. But, I got back, I told my barber all this, because, you know, for some reason when the clippers hit your neck, you just start talking. You just, yeah, bro, like, this happened, this, blah, blah, blah. And my barber always knew, like, all the shit. He's seen me come into that place all the time, all this shit. So, he has the backstory on me. Also, my barber was fucking my mom.
Usually are.
Like, I woke up, like, I got ADHD. That's the disclosure. I woke up one day, I'm in, I want to say 10th, 11th grade, some shit like that. Walked to the bathroom. I look in the living room for like a quick glance, you know, just see, viewing your surroundings. My barber's sitting on the couch watching TV like this. And then I look, I'm like this. I was like, Dom.
Line up.
He said, what's up? I was like, what are you doing here? Forgot I had to pee, walked back in the room and went to sleep.
Wait to line you up. Nigga, where you at?
And to make matters worse, bro. To make matters worse, this nigga did not give us no free haircuts, no discount.
He charged y'all the same price?
Yeah. That'd be 40.
Nigga,
You
get
can
the
tip if you want.
Dude, 40.
fuck
My mom
out
stopped
of
bringing
here.
us to the
Tell you
barbershop.
what.
My mom stopped bringing us to the barbershop. I'm the one bringing me and my brother now. Like, but
Yeah.
I was like, this is wild. Anyway,
Wow.
moral of the story. But,
That's crazy.
yeah, that Diddy shit happened, and then all the shit started coming out about Diddy. So I was like, oh, I'm taking this picture off of Instagram. I was like,
Oh,
because I was like, I'm not about to be associated with this nigga. If if I'm trying to be in, like,
if you're trying to pop.
they're calling his son the Diddler Jr.
Just because his name
Just
is.
because, and he looks just like the motherfucker.
Look, just-
so-
he was like,
He
he thought
be defending the
They're-
fuck out of him.
They're-
all the time.
They're like, he's
reason.
probably
For no
shyster than
reason.
his dad, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn. And then the adopted son, the
Didn't he
yellow
do
one,
this track against?
Yeah, he tries it.
what, him
He
that
tried
Alvin
to.
Shore's son? Diddy's
yeah.
adopted son? Yeah.
Quincy.
Quincy,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like,
say he tried to kill him, to be
sure.
You're right.
Don't ask me why I know.
But I don't know. I just thought that was like, because all these celebrity interactions, all this shit is just like kind of like groundwork. Like I see it as like, it's my time right now to be behind the scenes, to get to know, like to get your foot in the door by shaking those hands.
I'm
whatever.
shaking the hand.
And I like the authenticity of the people that I'm working with. Like, for example, I FaceTime him anytime I see anybody that's supposed to be talked about. Like, yeah, this is my producer.
This is
right
my producer. You do the right thing.
here. Every time, because producers get overlooked, and I'm not about to sound like a good guy or champion,
Talk
but
about the
producers
song.
get overlooked to the point of you just hear the vocals, so that's this person's song.
When the
Like,
producer,
nigga,
This person, I would not even have had the
The
idea.
one-
about
the
Yeah,
producer
this
creates
song.
the sound.
The sound,
The quality of the
They-
sound, how the beat complement, like, without the beat is what's keeping you intrigued.
Exactly.
The sound, you don't care what the nigga's saying. If he sounds good, he sounds
It
good.
sounds good, yeah.
The beat is keeping you.
That's
The
half,
switch up.
that's half the shit
That's
now.
more
Literally,
than
like,
That's
And then-
with, like these 2-minute songs.
Oh,
what
that's
gets
more
you.
than
It's
that.
the
It's the beat.
These niggas
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
saying shit.
These niggas ain't saying shit. It's
Can't
the
go
beat
back.
that catches the. I ain't never
Yeah.
the niggas. Ugh,
Exactly.
niggas, but
Oh,
they're not
that-
dancing
This
to
is
your
bopping.
lyrics.
It don't matter.
Once you get past that 8 seconds, it's like,
Okay,
Like, what is
what's
he
here?
saying? Oh,
What's here?
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
How do y'all feel about JP?
you get
JP. Oh my god.
He's actually musically talented.
He's mute. No,
Very,
okay.
very musically
No,
inclined.
Musically
very,
inclined.
Very
I don't
musically
like
talented
inclined.
and musically
he
inclined.
Very
knows.
musically
He
inclined.
knows
Theory.
how
He knows
music
range.
works.
He knows range. He grew up in Cosby.
He
grew up
knows
in
how
Cosby,
music
so,
works.
I mean, honestly, like
He
I
went to
understand.
school for music.
I understand like his antics and everything, his image and everything is kind of like
That's just
That's
that's
a little-
the time.
He said he gay.
immediately. Yeah, I mean,
He said-
yeah,
he said,
but
That's the
Dude, I
time.
did that, but I'm still doing the dance. Yo, I'm
But,
still.
but that's the time though. I feel like if he was like we were talking about like the Soulja Boy era,
Yeah.
I feel like he would just be super melodic or understand how
To
to
structure.
stretch out and
structure
structure
music for sure.
that sound
I mean,
to
and
be
I mean, that's what he is. I mean, nothing
Dope.
nothing he's came out with so far has like substance.
The only
On JP,
TikTok
like, that's all he
artist
has.
that blew up on TikTok that I'm still looking for when they drop is Capella Gray. With Gallus. I know she came with her name.
oh
That nigga was sliding before niggas were blowing up on
Yeah.
I
TikTok.
was gonna
He
say
was-
Giveon.
Is he a TikTok artist?
I
Nah.
feel like
No.
No, he's not.
that nigga came out of nowhere.
He-
No, he
Give-
came out of
give
nowhere
it-
because of Drake.
Giveon had a TikTok run, but he's not a TikTok
No.
artist.
Oh, I'm
Giveon
about to
made
say
That
music.
nigga, no, that nigga was
I'm
already
about to
established.
say that nigga was.
But I put him in the same category as Daniel Caesar, those niggas.
Facts.
are-
Daniel
Facts.
Caesar. Damn,
Don't fuck with them or I'm gonna be upset.
Daniel
That's-
Caesar's super.
That's a
That's a
musician.
musician. That's a musician.
That's what
Yeah,
I put him in
super
the musician.
Oh, see, so Giveon can sing.
That
Yes,
nigga can sing.
yes, he can
He's
sing.
a
They fucked him up with
Very
beats. Don't do that.
talented.
Don't do that to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not like the Jeremiah shit where
There's
it's
this
like,
track
can't-
that on
Hey,
that I didn't even know was him.
he doing tours and sending other niggas out.
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I seen Giveon live, so I was like, okay,
Oh, that's
like
good.
No, he actually got
redeemed
vocals. He
himself.
actually got vocals. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a
Daniel Caesar did say some wild shit about black women, but
He said, and I quote, okay,
so you wouldn't
let's-
fuck Yes Jhouls either?
come on,
You wouldn't
brother.
fuck Yes Jhouls? She's Colombian. You just talked about fucking Hispanic girls looking white. Now she's white as a driven
All I'm
snow.
saying.
Her ass, her fucking real name's Juliana.
You can do your thing, but you don't gotta go ahead and
On
just,
that
like,
ass?
automatically diss a whole other set of people. You ain't gotta do that.
he said that's how good it was. I'm never go. Once you go black my ass, like I'm
He said,
never
nah.
going. And they canceled the
Which,
fuck
hey,
out of that nigga until Peaches
Made him cut his hair.
Yeah, cut his hair and everything.
Made him
That
cut his
fucked
hair.
his
He
head
know how to
up.
fix his gap and everything.
Bro, that
I'm
nigga
telling you.
rebranded.
You know what? It can change everything.
Facts. Because Peaches got him right back to where he was. Japanese denim is unfuckable. The whole.
I love that
whole
song.
When that nigga-
the whole run.
No, when that nigga
Get
redid
used, yeah.
Streetcar,
Oh yeah. Oh.
I said, y'all sure Kanye made this? Because this nigga.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah,
And that whole
Japanese
Birdman,
denim.
all that shit,
I can play
Lost
that.
Pilgrim something. Something Pilgrim something.
Yeah.
Paradise or some shit like that. That nigga was cooking.
He was nice.
The acapella shit, I was like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I was
He
like,
was
that
in the
nigga
early
He's actually got a
ages-
voice.
In the early ages when he was putting out nothing but singles.
Yep.
That please do not lean shit. I'm like, this
Oh,
nigga's
yeah. Oh,
cooking.
yeah.
Young
Oh, yeah.
dude too. Young. Even then.
Last person I'll plug is Baby King because that nigga is tough.
Baby King, he come from
So what?
I'm gonna say,
So what?
die for my bitch.
nepotism.
But that doesn't make you a great artist. That don't make you a great artist by no means.
Baby King
I
is nice
support
though.
black
Wait.
I got a question. Why did Kodak cut up on that Kendrick song so much?
What the fuck was it?
Oh, Silent.
Silent Hill. No,
Where was it Savior?
no, it's
Silent Hill.
it's one of my favorite songs on the fucking album.
I thought it was Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's
I don't know. I don't listen to
He said every Sunday you got to be the doctor. Father. I'm like,
Yeah.
that nigga's
Fuck
dead.
that.
Nigga can't stand the rain.
Okay.
What?
Fuck that nigga.
Whoa.
You know what my issue with Kendrick is? It's his fan base, but it's also
What do you mean by that?
just like
He's a Drake stan.
in this whole beef, everything this nigga does is like walking on water.
Before you finish, this
What do you
nigga
mean by
said,
okay, like
Like just how people be up like
oh, this dude can do anything and it's amazing.
yeah. Like, that's
before
what I'm
you
saying,
finish,
there's no real
this
critique.
nigga during the whole beef, we were having very unapologetic conversations about this shit. He's like, oh, Drake's winning because of this. He had good reasons on why Drake was winning. When he said Kendrick keeps dropping these disses that sound like kind of like low tempo, they're not.
Yeah.
He needs to give me. But
Niggas
when
rapping
he
on
gave
Alchemist
him
beats, like,
word
it's
for
not
When he
Kendrick,
gave him word
That's
for word,
Kendrick,
bar
though.
for bar,
But
what
that's
he
like
asked
some
for,
conceptual.
he was like,
for sure.
he
And I get that. I get
he
that.
still kicked it out. He was like, nah. I was like, nigga, you literally said if he gives me this, then
not like us didn't
Dude.
do it for me either. I'm sorry.
Meet the Grams then?
I mean, I get it now, but I'm saying when I first heard Not Like Us, he was. This
He's
nigga
a Drake
called-
stan.
You gotta understand. I didn't know it dropped. I'm chilling, and he's like, Kendrick just dropped this track. It's so fire. Him and his brother are like, bro, it's so good. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, it's alright. It's like it's not like
that nigga's the.
that's crazy.
Play Family Matters. Like, no, that's not.
I'm like, you know what? Drake fucked up with putting the 7-minute diss track out. No one's gonna
Shit.
fucking listen to 3 separate 7-minute like a little EP like that. I feel like
Drake,
it was just the last
Drake
one.
had the time when he thought he had the time, though. So
He
that's
didn't.
why he did.
But he didn't.
He fucking.
I said Drake.
Thought.
What I said was correct.
He thought he had the time.
What I said
Yeah, no.
was correct.
I'm just making sure I heard that.
He dropped the ball.
Kendrick.
He dropped the ball.
We had a whole 4-episode EP conversation about that whole shit while it was going on.
It fucked Joe Budden head up, boy. I tell you what, that nigga didn't know what.
That nigga couldn't do it. He couldn't get it done himself.
Shout out.
Fuck Joe.
You know what? I'm gonna say this: anybody who has beef with Drake can't speak on the beef with Kendrick because this is the first one. It's like if Mayweather got knocked out.
That's fair. Okay.
You can't say.
I mean,
You know what?
Pusha T.
You know what?
I mean,
Okay.
Pusha T.
Besides him, excluding him, everybody else who tries to Rick
Okay.
Ross, all these other
Okay.
niggas that he's
That
out
shit
your
was
career
crazy.
on numerous occasions.
Can we talk about the Kanye diss?
that nigga
Nobody gave a fuck about. Nobody gave a fuck about
Hey, yo.
that.
That's one of the reasons why I still think he genius because look at what he did to that song.
But
that nigga put
it was-
the choir in.
it was great.
Had that ear to put the choir in there.
The solid.
My
My
song
issue with
was
that
great.
is it was only a matter of time before like Kanye it's too much attention not on him.
Exactly.
Like these
Not-
niggas, these
wait,
niggas
wait,
all
wait,
the time.
no,
It was only a
no,
matter
I
of
say
time.
this all-
find a way to
He's like, I need some kind of attention, so I'm gonna make this
No,
go ahead and
no,
remix
no,
this diss
No,
track. It's already
no,
hot.
no. I will say this. You
I'm
guys are.
We were already beefing
You
before.
guys are
I-
And I love Kanye. Trust me, I love.
That's just how it
Kanye.
came.
You guys are delusional. This man Kanye just wanted to remind us that he's the pioneer of fuck Drake. Y'all tried to.
No,
let-
no,
I
that's a
tried
fact.
to let-
That's a fact. That is true. He's
But
been
then-
saying fuck Drake for
So when
and-
Kendrick, I noticed Kendrick had some type of animosity because he was like,
Kanye
when
is-
Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. I was like,
and this was on a
Here
song
we
a
go.
long time. This was way back. This was like 2012. This was way.
I was like, I know Kanye called him. Thank you so
so
much.
much, brother.
yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. I know, like,
Kanye has like an obsession with Drake, bro.
Yes.
Like
But-
an unhealthy
but no,
obsession.
no.
No, not
No.
with his
No.
musical
Kanye
career.
obsesses. It's
And-
not
and-
just
He's
about
an
Drake.
obsessive person.
And that's a very good point.
Yeah.
He
He has-
obsesses.
Yeah.
Look how he is with all the women he is with.
Yeah. He has
all
a
the
type for
people.
sure.
He's done a fucking
No factories right now.
3 album with Ty Dolla $ign. Look all the when he was with Dirk. Look all the shit he wanted to do with Dirk.
Mhm.
He gets so immersed because that's who he is. He is obsessed.
He just gets full head into anything that he does, no matter what it
He
is.
spiraled after Don.
That's what makes him a good curator.
And just kept spiraling.
Well,
He just found ways to spiral.
He was spiraling before that though.
Me too.
yeah,
No, I would say something.
but
I
I
would
think
say
he
something.
was dealing. I think he was dealing with probably understanding that his mom's gonna die soon or
The
whatever.
sickness.
But like, I feel like he was going through a lot more because people. Because you gotta remember, I said this in a couple podcasts whenever ago. He understood that we put him here.
Yeah.
That nigga's a genius.
Facts.
So
I
he
say
understood
all the
that.
time. Yeah.
When he became Yeezus, that's when he started to spiral. When
He humanized himself.
What, I feel like he sort of
I think
dehumanized
yes, the
himself
opposite of
because
that.
now
Yes,
you made yourself a god.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no.
Exactly.
Hear me.
God complex.
We already gave him the God complex. He didn't believe it. Once he was convinced,
I don't feel
he
like
said, "Now I have to." He tried to play into it. That was his problem.
Okay,
He tried to
okay.
play into it.
I can see
I
what
know-
you're saying, like the Jesus thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
When
think
he
people
sent
look at him
Jesus
as
down
such
here,
an
he was
amazing
saying-
artist. I can understand like people like definitely look at him higher, but with the music he came out, it was so human, emotion driven and felt. It was, I think that's what people was like.
I mean,
Kanye is, and then when he came out, Jesus were like, all right, why is he trying to separate himself from
because,
everything and everybody
because
else?
we already did that.
But he contradicted
Yes,
himself.
and I get that.
Exactly.
Yes.
You can't be pro God, gospel and God, and then be a
Be the
Yeah,
god.
and then be
God.
God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am a God.
I
Didn't that
am-
nigga have a song? I am a
That
God.
was Jesus though.
Like that's what I'm
That's
saying.
Jesus,
Like
yeah.
that's my point. Like he fell into
Life
that.
of Pablo, he was. I think
He was battling
in
with
his
it.
head.
Mhm.
In his head, I think he was saying, I'm that guy right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I
Have
feel
every-
it. I feel
he
it.
said,
But
I
now
have
it's
everything
like
that y'all want.
he was teetering, just like you said, he was
Yeah.
teetering. You know what I'm saying? Life of Pablo was just like that was a good vibe.
That was his cry for help.
Maybe
That's what I say
medicated.
that all the
I
time.
feel like he was medicated at that time, but I feel like that was him saying, "I'm about to get off my fucking meds.
He's like, nigga,
I
I'm
was
about to turn this shit up." Because Life
I
of
think that's
Pablo,
like
that shit was
that
fire.
album.
In the beginning, I
Frank
feel like
So
it
select
was
few love that album.
Frank's track.
because when you get towards the end,
The end
of
of
the
it?
fucking
Yeah,
shit,
the end
it
of
starts to turn up
Yeah.
to something different,
Yeah.
and then it goes.
It's like midway through skip one, it starts.
I don't
turning
know.
up.
I don't know.
Y'all look like y'all like Val.
He
Who?
I love that song.
You don't like Bound to?
I love that song.
Pissed me off. I had a bad experience.
Really?
What the fuck?
What
That
happened?
nigga was talking pure shit.
Yeah, pure.
That beat is crazy.
Great.
If
Everything
everything
on that
Fuck
is
you hard on the
nuts.
sink.
If
After
everything,
that, give you
that's
something to drink.
that song
It's nuts.
that song
Would you roll
gives me
roll
everything to understand what he said at the end of 30 Hours.
Okay.
That song.
Okay, that's fair.
It's just like he went so hard for it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then boom, 30 hours talking all that shit. Joe, 30, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
This is so fucking.
Fuck, nah.
This is a great album.
But, sorry guys. People know when we say this, we
Yes.
have reached our point.
It's about that time,
It's about that
unfortunately.
time.
Like y'all know.
We do a For You, though, at the end of our podcast. But today, the For You is y'all plug
Whatever
what y'all got going on.
Yeah.
Socials, upcoming things that you want to do. Just
Upcoming
put
projects,
yourselves out
anything.
to the people right now before we get
You
up
go
out of here.
first.
That's fucked up. Alright. So we got our group project. It's called AM. It's
We're a collective.
subtitled. It's two niggas who we're not a collective.
Okay.
But he thinks we're a collective.
What
Not
say our
collective
first
yet.
shooter? First shooter?
We did big collective start.
No,
Yeah.
You can follow me on IG at Hidden Jhouls. The E and Hidden is hidden, meaning it's not there.
You thought that? He thought you could. So
Bars,
Got him. Got him.
And we'll put
no,
it,
don't let him have that.
we'll put it at the
No,
bottom.
don't let him have
This
that.
nigga's
a hater.
Don't let him have that. That nigga was sitting over.
Nothing like you.
I'm a bar guy.
That nigga said, "Eat that." After
I
was
liked
sitting
it.
here
I liked it because then he did the.
Yeah.
Acting like he
just
didn't
let
care.
him, just let him
You feel me?
flow in. Like,
Don't let him have that. Okay.
Anyways, what we got going on?
I got solo music that I'm working on. And we put the project out definitely by September. It'll be done by then. I'm just rapping on my own beats. I'm doing shit for our AM project. We just recorded a track last night. I don't know if we're gonna add that. So it's gonna be an album. No, first it's gonna be like an EP, but that's like 7 tracks now. We got one that's still gotta write. So, yeah.
Okay.
That was supposed to be out by the summertime, but it's looking more like a fall project.
Hey,
New fall
bringing
project
that
coming out.
vibe. Bringing
Yeah,
that vibe.
yeah, nice fall. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. All right, and we will put your socials at the
Yeah,
bottom
yeah.
as well.
We'll plug everything up.
What you
What
got?
got going on?
I guess I'm yours truly, Bakari. Yours truly, Bakari. That's all I have coming up. Going to New York for a couple of days. I just dropped a song, Water. I'm not sure when they're airing this, but I dropped a song called Water. Streaming all platforms.
Catch it out now.
That's
Streaming all
Friday,
platforms.
July
Streaming
12th.
on platforms right now.
It'll be out when y'all see this.
Water.
And
That's good.
All right.
That's good. That's good.
Man, shout out to the local artists.
Shout out to the local
oh, don't say
artists.
local. Don't say local.
No, y'all from here.
Okay,
Y'all
from here.
the city.
That's like
All right,
YouTube.
shout out from artists from the city.
From the city.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
Local does
Yeah,
sound
okay,
like
my
y'all
bad.
That
some
sounds like
live
you
ass
call
niggas.
it
TikTok.
With your little music stuff you do.
Throw your little SoundCloud rapper or something.
Yeah, no.
I don't like local.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
Because that means that we stay local.
Like, we're
Right.
Artists from the
We're
city.
not trying to go.
Yeah.
I actually perform more outside of this state.
That's usually how it
city
goes
than
anyways,
here,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's why the local shit.
No one here wants to fuck with us either.
Yeah, the local scene is
Well,
different from
Wait,
everything.
rephrase. No one here can fuck with us. It's okay. You can say it.
Yeah.
That is my friend.
It's that people are already under the impression that we feel like
We're better than them, but
Yeah.
we are. But we don't feel like that. They feel like it, so it makes
So no
us
one's
feel
You,
like
you already put off that impression on themselves anyways, yeah.
our work speaks for itself. So then they're
Now
more
you
like,
just gotta put
And
fuel on
that's,
the
you
fire.
just keep letting that work fix
But I tell people this all the time when we're in the studio. It's like a judgment free. Like you can do whatever. I don't give a fuck.
he thinks that I'm judging the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
I won't just.
But when he's in the studio recording, there can't just be anybody in there, so it's the same shit.
Because then it makes me feel like I'm on their level, and I'm like,
No.
I don't want to record it.
He doesn't like other people giving him their opinions when he doesn't.
Trying to bounce off of him.
Like he'll look at somebody and be like, "Nigga, who?" Like,
Who are
okay,
you?
there was one time we were recording one Zodiac, and there was a part in the song that's like I guess it was like a bridge or it's the second verse, and he was this dude was like, "Hey, bro, you should make that the hook." He's like, "Nigga, who are you?"
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, don't tell me what I should
Niggas
do.
like,
Yeah.
I'm random
I
nigga.
structured
I got this. Don't worry about it.
Some random nigga
nigga.
whose like girlfriend kicked him out. He just stayed on his friend's.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
Random guy.
And y'all said y'all got a podcast coming out pretty soon?
Yeah, we got a podcast called The Drive. We dropped our first episode, and our episodes are Tuesdays. At the end of every episode, we have the outro of Norbit saying Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Fire.
So yeah, just
Go catch
Tuesdays
that
at
podcast.
We'll put that on there too.
Yep.
But as always, motherfuckers, like, subscribe,
Share.
bell,
Send it to
share
your
that
mama,
shit,
send it to your grandma, send it to the dog,
all that shit.
send it to everybody. I don't give a fuck.
As always,
Send
it's your
it
boy
to the
Marco.
grave.
It's been that boy Tay.
I mean, take it.
Holla. Hey, Bakari,
Bakari,
Jhouls, all that shit.
Stop
That makes it. Wait, no.
Bow.